Tune in to Pack Crew TV Live. Let's get it.
But I didn't know how to process it. So, let's say, for example, when my mom and my pops used to beef, my pops would send my mom to the basement. And she'll stay there. So, my pops will go to work.
Pressure.
My pops will go to work. My mother comes upstairs. She'll clean. She'll cook. She'll do the laundry. My pops comes home. She goes downstairs. You don't hear a word from her until the next morning.
Ain't no way in hell I could tell some woman now today if you stick your ass in the basement,
bro,
she's gonna throw a pot at me.
Exactly. And like,
she probably might tell me suck her dick or something. Like, what?
And granted, like, that shit, like, seeing that shit as a child, it's like
traumatizing.
Bro, if this
that's trauma in a bottle. That's trauma.
If this is what marriage is, why the fuck do I want this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck makes me think that this shit is okay?
They forcing that down your throat,
bro.
I don't want to interrupt you. Excuse me. Because hearing you say that makes me think of him so much because of his own personal feelings about marriage.
Yeah. And I think that's what drew me and Rome together, like, so close as friends.
That was my next question.
Let me tell you, when Rome first met me, we was working at Costco.
Right.
And Rome wasn't fucking with me. Like, Rome really was beefing with me.
What?
For the first couple days. Until he found out how old I was.
Yeah, put some old head up. I was like, fuck out of here with this.
He was like, I thought you was like 35 or something.
It's a fucking old head. Like,
automatically just fuck old heads, right?
Did y'all met at Costco first, or y'all met at Old West first?
Nah, we met at Costco.
Okay.
Like, Rome used to work in the parking lot, and I was trying to get in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I literally had to slave myself to get the approval from them. Like, they was not asking for me. So literally one day they sent me outside, and I'm like, yo, bro, listen. All y'all got to do is get the cards together. I'll finish the rest. Niggas was like, what? I was like, yeah, bro. Stack the cards. I will finish the rest. After that day, they was like, yo, every night ask to come outside.
That's a fact, nigga. I said, yo, I swear to you, yo, this shift is love. I said,
nah, honestly.
I said, yo, bro, we need my mans outside, son. Bro.
Yo. Nah, that's OD.
I used to come in every day, like, yo.
I remember those stories. at the time. I think it's before y'all started to become cool.
Yeah, cool, yeah.
I remember those stories. He used to pull up on me. He was like, yo, bro, there's some new nigga in the parking lot. He's like, yo, I would go up the street to Popeyes, come back.
Bro, it was good. They'll stack the shit up and dip. Niggas will dip, go get food, and then by the time they come back, everything is done.
Love, boy.
I actually like how you approached that. You brought them a proposal, and they followed suit. Like, if more people was to do that with friendships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some people would take advantage of it, but I see that you didn't take advantage.
Yeah.
Once he found out how old I was.
It
was an age gap.
It was the age.
Because you guys stand out there when the old heads came out, they was fucking, like, our shit was, yo, work smarter, not harder. Like, these niggas trying to do the most. I'm like, yo, fans, fuck these niggas inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they don't give a fuck about us.
Right.
They clearly, yo, bro, the people there that work there and the members there, they didn't give a fuck about us. So why are you sitting here giving them your all?
That's a fact.
Bare minimum, get your check and leave.
Nah,
so
that us.
Old heads come in here, yo, we looking at them like, get the fuck out of here.
That's the attitude, dog. That's the attitude. That's the attitude right there. Respect.
Nah, real talk.
I respect, because people be in there talking about, yo, how you...
And let me tell you,
nah, man, fuck all that. Do what you got to do, get your money, and get up out of there.
The relationship me and Rome built from, like, the moment he found out my actual age.
That's fire.
To, like, the end of our days at Costco was OD. Like, me and Rome was like a fucking...
Duo,
bro, and nobody was fucking with us.
Nah.
Bro, like, I think he was only working 3 days at the time, and then you switched to 5.
Yeah.
And then me and him switched. We finessed to get Fridays and Saturdays off. And everybody was sick. We made it work where we both had the same schedule.
Boy. It came at the same time, boy.
I remember those days.
And then they tried to attack us like, oh, now y'all can't have that shit anymore.
Because niggas was mad. They was mad.
So we called their bluff. It was like, all right, bet we only working 3 days a week.
Word. Real quick.
It's like, fuck the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, y'all want to do that? We gonna hit y'all with this. We had to wear polo shirts and like jeans to work, bro. We was wearing white tees and shorts.
Cause yo, think about it. I told him, like, I'm outside. Why am I wearing that bullshit? It's hot, yo, bro. I'm not wearing a polo and jeans.
Yeah.
Nah, son. Nah, you gotta look presentable. Nah. I'll do 3 days. They be like, hey, you don't want the money? Fuck your money. Like,
no, that's
I'll
real.
do 3 days in a heartbeat. Like, no, okay. Yeah.
Bro,
I'm going through that right now, son.
Yeah.
When I tell you me
be in the job with my do-rag on.
That's fact.
Be like, yo, you got your do-rag on? How they let you? They just let you.
Fuck it.
Like, yo,
come on, son.
I've been waiting for over a year now.
When I tell you, me and Rome was blacking, like, bro, in the wintertime, remember we went to that liquor store in Five Towns?
Yeah.
Bro, we had like this cinnamon tequila. Bro, while we was working at nighttime, because it was brick, it'd be like 20, 15 degrees, bro.
Yeah, get it, we fit in. Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
We went to the car, we'll take a couple shots, and we good to fucking go.
Had to get it out the mud.
You know what's crazy? Rome don't drink like that. He didn't even drink like that at the time.
Right.
But Rome knew what time it was. He was like, yo, bro, we going to the car?
Yeah,
like, I bet, let's go do this shit. We take 2 shots, bro. Everything is done in like a half an hour. We go home, we good.
Stupid.
That's fire, son. That's fire.
And we got away with a lot of shit because, like, yo, we worked.
Yeah, we get the shit done. Like, they know if they leave us outside, all right, we good.
Work is going to get done.
But we turned outside into a mafia. People fucking hated us for it. When I tell you, like, Rome would be like, yo, I'm about to go to Noodles and Company and go get some food. I'll be like, I bet, give me something too. I'll hold it down till you come back. Like, I bet Rome come back like an hour later. I bet we here. He's like, I sat down and ate.
Niggas was doing whatever the fuck they wanted.
Yo, man.
Whatever the fuck.
If the job get done, let us do what we do.
Whatever y'all want, man. And they gonna respect it.
That's all that matters.
There's nothing to complain about.
Ain't nothing, man.
Like,
you gonna respect it.
Ain't nobody calling in here, so we found a way to finesse. And then they tried to bring us inside, and that shit ain't work. But
people don't want to be outside either. On top of that,
bro,
they might be out in the summertime, but after the summer, they be like, "Oh, I'm going." Nah, you gotta be out there the whole year. We take that. All right.
Because nobody's coming outside to look for us.
Right.
That's a fact.
And then the shit that's crazy is fucking when we started to get tired of shit, because they was probably on the verge of firing us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we made it hot.
Rome quit.
Made it hot.
And then I'm there by myself, and I'm like, this shit ain't it. I quit.
Yeah,
like a week later, I was gone. And then I told them, like, I literally like, yo, I'm putting in my 2 weeks. And this is when, like, I started my own business, and my business is thriving. So I'm like, all right, I want to see.
By the way, bam, 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 bam. Shout out to you. Shout out your brand. Different by default.
Oh, that's a fact.
Support black businesses.
Yes, sir.
Oh, the comeback is coming, and it's gonna be stronger than ever.
You know that.
Yes.
It's coming. Well,
watching you work.
Shout out, Brody.
Watching guys like you work during that time inspired me, brother.
Bro,
I was seeing the stickers, I was seeing the shirts, the hats, and so I want to give you your flowers.
Bro, I appreciate it. And let me tell you how much I appreciate that. I didn't even notice the effect I had on people.
You was influencing, bro.
Until Rome put it into my perspective. Because he was like, yo, when we was at OS, bro, nobody was pushing anything.
That big ass school?
There was no hustlers, bro.
That big ass school?
Nobody was pushing, bro.
I was pushing no clothes and stuff like that. Come on, man.
And to be honest, for the first year, I was pushing that business, and they didn't even know. Nobody knew who the owner was.
Yeah.
Oh, you was low key with it,
bro. They thought Rome and my boy Dustin was the owner.
What?
Nah, y'all was the front runners. That was definitely the front runners.
So literally, I'm like, if that's what it is, and everybody thinks it is, I'm gonna push that narrative because nobody needs to know who I am. I love to be behind the scenes. Nobody needs to know how I work.
That's smart.
Yeah, he was inspiring me at that time. So I'm like, yo, you famous, bro? No, I'm not. Nah, yo, college just showed love, bro.
Bro, I really did.
Showed love.
Like, I really didn't look at it. But like, granted, I never like. You know when some people are just a light and don't notice that they're a light?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you shining, but you don't even notice it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Other people have to let you know.
That's what it was. So, like, I'm pushing my business, and literally I'm still beating myself up. Like, yo, I'm not doing as much as I need to. There's something I could be doing. There's another idea that needs to happen. But mind you, my stuff is selling like no other. Like, bro, like, I have merch touch places I've never been. I had merch in Germany, in France, Australia, Mexico. I've never been to most of these places. I was like, that's crazy. And I'm like, I was more excited for my merch being there than me. I was like, I'm not thinking about going on a vacation to these places, but my merch is there, so I'm technically there.
All right.
You touching those places.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but always learning, like for me, like what my business represented was an energy of being fearless. Like, yeah, fear is in everybody.
Right.
Everybody's gonna feel that fear.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do with it? Are you gonna sit there and let it beat you inside, or are you gonna fight it? Are you gonna push against it? Are you gonna try to control it?
Right.
And that was the message that I wanted to give throughout my brand. So like I felt like when people were wearing it, they felt that energy in my merch.
I like that. The symbolism.
That's exactly.
Why. So like the first thing I ever dropped was positive energy.
Yeah.
And when people saw the sign, people was confused because it looks like a medical hat. And that was literally where I was going with it. So when I explain it to people, now you're like, yo, I need that in my life. I'm here for it.
Wow.
It's a vibe.
That is a vibe. I was thinking that, it's funny that you said that too, because somebody asked me last summer, like when I first started selling clothes at my job, people asked me what the symbol means. And I said, I think that's when we did the shoot at the park. We did the shoot at the park last summer.
With the black tees.
With the black shirts. After that, people saw that and was just like, whoa, that is... We took a picture together. We posted it. People was really like, you guys are doing something. Like, And I'm like, I already knew, because we know what it is. We in tune, we know what it is. But just to hear other people say it, it's like, okay, it's true. It works.
Right.
It works. Right. But anyway, somebody had asked what the symbol means. And we did the video. We all told our different perspectives on what the symbol. I think mine was, I don't remember what it was then, but what it means to me now is hope, will, freedom, determination, like the logo, the emblem. That's what it means to me. And I explained that to somebody, and they was just like blown away. Now that's just what it means to me. But I'm like, everybody has a different interpretation of symbols.
Right.
But to piggyback off of what you just said, at the fact that your perspective on your logo changed.
Right.
That means your logo can never go out of style. That literally means it's going to have a different perception of you every time you see it. It's going to bring out a whole different side of you that you've probably never seen before. And granted, you created it, so it's you. It's a part of you. That means every time you grow and you change, your logo grows. Your logo changes. Your logo adapts to you.
Evolution.
Respect.
Yeah,
I love that.
Embrace it.
I love that.
Yeah, what's up?
I love that, man.
That's your child.
That's a fact. And that's how I felt. When I tell you, like, me and you had a few classes together.
Yeah, we did.
I wasn't even paying attention in class. I'm creating logos. I'm thinking about what's the next best idea.
Yes.
Should continue.
So there's certain things that's secured and then unsecured. Secured is like a home equity, a mortgage, an auto loan. Because if you don't pay the shit, they repo your shit.
Take your shit. Okay.
But a credit card isn't a secured loan because you could just say one day, fuck it, I'm not gonna pay for this shit. Your credit's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
You're gonna still owe that money.
You're just not gonna pay.
But you only thing you lost was the credit card, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the difference between it. Granted, let me set this shit straight too for anybody that's listening. If you are upset, no matter if you got a credit card or auto loan, you not paying this shit only fucks yourself over. But let's just let that be clear, because a bank ain't gonna give a fuck if you decide to not pay it. They be like, all right, we're gonna send this shit to a collection agency. Your shit gonna be fucked up, and that's your problem. After they sold that loan, that's not their problem anymore.
Clip season.
So, granted, for all the people that just be like, I'm just not gonna pay it. Fuck them. Fuck you.
Pretty much. That's what they saying back. All right, fuck you then. That's crazy. I actually want to ask, what do you do now to stay creative? Like, what keeps you at peace and what helps you stay creative when it comes to working on projects or when you're coming to creating designs?
Well, to be honest, I've been on a big pause on that lately. But granted, I don't know what it is, but like, for some reason, I could see something and be like, yo, I can visualize this being something else.
Okay.
So like,
okay.
Like granted, I made iPhone cases. I saw an iPhone case and I'm like, my logo will look nice on this. This will be valid. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I saw a pair of Chucks. I was like, I'm looking at them shits. I'm like, I can put my logo on these and finesse these. Granted, I got a raffle coming out soon, just letting you know that in advance. But
Right.
but like this, I don't know. It's for me, it's just a visual thing. If I see something, I can visualize it in certain perspectives. And like, granted, I just learned today because I was talking to somebody and they were saying I need to buy like a full body mirror because I don't look at my outfits. But I'm always able to piece things together. If I can visualize it, it's gonna work out in my favor. I just have that eye.
I want to say one thing is one time when I had pulled up to your crib, yo, you had the mirrors on the wall. It was the ones that was squiggly.
Yeah.
That shit grabbed my attention. When I saw that, I was like, yo, you know what? I'm going to TJ Maxx. I'm gonna buy them big ass mirrors. I'm gonna knock the frame out and throw that shit on the wall because I love dancing. Yeah. And my thing is as long as I can watch myself dance, I'll keep going and creating new shit. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, every time I look into a mirror when I'm in the store, I'm like, Kafele got me on this.
That's fire.
Kafele got me on this.
See, and I appreciate this is the things I don't know. I'm like, granted, if I ever done something that inspires somebody, I'm like, shit,
yeah, man, you inspire people
it.
all the time, boy.
Yeah.
Like, granted, that's why I said this year has been the year where it's like I learned that and I understand that. So I learned that my effect, like the things that I do, it affects people. Even when I'm at work.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the year, I was in a shitty mood. I didn't want to be there. I was annoyed. I'd rather be home, just sitting there and just being in my own thoughts. And my managers put me to the side and they're like, "Are you good?" They're like, "Do you still want to be here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they was like, "So we're just letting you know, your mood affects the entire branch." It was like, when you come in and you're not in a good mood, everybody feels it. Now they're not in a good mood. When you come in here and you're happy and you're having fun, everybody enjoys being here. So, granted, I don't like the responsibility because now I have to feel like I have to be this person 24/7, which technically isn't fair.
Right.
But it's nice to know that like I have that effect on people.
Right. Have that presence.
And that's OD, bro.
And I've heard this a lot throughout my time. When my brothers told it to me, he was like, "Yo, bro, look how many times we've went to a family function, and you walk in and the vibe changes." I've walked into parties and people get happy because I'm there, and I'm like, okay.
It's a nice feeling, right?
It is.
Exactly.
It's a nice feeling.
You're a walking inspiration. That's true. Literally.
And that's crazy because it took me to this year to see it. So granted, like when I decided to start this journey that I'm on, I was like, I'm gonna post this shit. I want people to see my pain. I want people to understand that it is okay. Like you could be fucked up. You could be not straight. You could not be there mentally. It's okay.
Right.
You're gonna be all right.
That's
so
right.
Granted, I would say it's been a little over a year now. I don't know if anybody ever really noticed that I was posting on Instagram a poll asking, "How's your mental health?" And I was doing that shit for a year and change.
Oh damn,
bro, a little bit over a year now. And I was posting it for myself, but to also validate that I'm not the only one that's going crazy. So, like, granted,
you just needed proof.
Exactly. So I followed the trend, and I was watching over time as people would answer my surveys. I'm like, some people I would see getting better. Some people I see still stagnant. Sometimes I would check on people. I would DM people, be like, "Yo, what's going on with you? Are you good?" And like, I felt like I used to do that because I wanted people to do that for me. Like, I didn't know how to ask anybody for help.
Yeah.
So I would just sit there and just deal with it.
Yeah.
And like, for me, Rome knows you've known me for almost 10 years. Yeah. You've never seen me crack. You've never seen me bend. You've never seen me fold. I've always been Gucci.
Yeah. Yeah, always.
So when I hit that point where it's like, yo, I'm fucked up. I am not here mentally. I'm not in my body. I'm watching myself not do shit. Just sit there and just be in pain. And it's like, I don't know how to talk to anybody. I don't know what the fuck to say. I don't even know where to begin. So back to in the beginning when we were talking about the pandemic, the reason why I said the pandemic was a curse, it brought back all my pain. Things that I've suppressed, things that I literally forgot about.
Damn.
And I was good at that.
Yo, honestly, that whole time I had no idea you was going through all of that.
No, nobody would have known.
He be chilling. I told you.
I had no clue.
No one knew. Not even my close friends. Rome knew here and there, but granted, this is the shit that Rome said to me that fucked me up. Rome said I could tell how you could tell a person got trauma the way they carry themselves.
Yeah.
At first, he said this shit, and I'm like, the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You was trying to drop a hint?
Some real shit. I said some real shit to him.
And literally, I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Bro, I slept on the shit, and like 2 days later, I was like, Rome, you fucked me over, bro. I'm like, this nigga hit me with some shit. I was like, did this nigga think did he know I was going through shit the whole fucking time? I was like, bro, I could have been came to you and talked to you about this shit. I was...
Wait, so I have so many questions now. So how did you know?
Yo, bro, like, cause y'all know, like, yo, bro, we, like I always say, we concrete roses. Like,
Yeah.
Like, we grew up, we don't supposed to be who we are today.
Nah, definitely not.
Don't supposed to.
Nah, definitely not. We supposed to be.
Like, yes, baby. So that being said, it's like, yo, one thing with me growing up in my environment, like, bro, I pay attention to everything, bro. Like, I might say and be in the room, act like I don't know what's going on, and I knew exactly. Like, I pay attention to.
I'm the same thing.
Every detail.
I'm the same way.
So with Kafele, thing with him, as time went on, I'm saying to myself, like, yo, as long as I knew this man, he don't really be showing his emotions like that. Like, not like, you know how some people like, it comes out.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, the dude be monotone straight through.
Yeah.
No little beeps on it straight. So I'm saying just looking. And when he was talking stuff like that, I had to hit him with that shit because I'm like, yo, bro, the fact that you never showed me your emotions since knowing you, my nigga, I know you fight demons every day you wake up.
Yo, I don't mean to laugh. It's just like that's OD.
It's perfectly fine because I'm like, granted, he's been around me long enough to understand that.
Yeah.
And like
to pick up on it.
And like for me, I'm like, my problems is not anyone else's burden, so I'm not gonna put that on anybody. This year is different. I put it on all my friends. They all gonna understand what I'm going through and be able to talk me through these things. Like, I need somebody to not talk me off the fucking ledge.
Yeah.
And like when he said that shit to me, that shit really put me in a place where it's like, yo, bro, do I really got fucking trauma? Like, I'm literally thinking like all the shit I dealt with as a child, I got over. I was like, this shit is not a big deal to me. But like, all I learned is I just suppressed it enough for me to forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the pandemic brought all of that shit back. Like overnight, bro. That shit came rushing into my head. So like that hate that I felt as a child, that anger, that rage, the fact that I just want to punch things and scream all the fucking time because I felt like nobody gave a fuck about me or like what I'm thinking or what I felt, it all came back. So like I'm literally like in my head. There's only two places I could feel safe. In my head and in my car. That's where I know I can truly be alone and nobody can hurt me. Nobody can harm me. Nobody can say anything that's going to hurt my feelings.
Good question. Just out of curiosity. Does anybody... You're probably different, but does anybody else ever pull up to the house and just sit in the car for a few
minutes?
All the time.
Yo, bro. I do that.
No, I do that.
All the time.
Every morning.
You do it too?
Yeah.
Every morning.
I don't know what that is, but every once in a while...
yeah, I've done that.
No, people do. It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's really a thing. My neighbor, he lives, I want to say 2 houses down. He'll park, not next to my house, but the house right next door. So he's 3 houses down from the house. He just parked there and just sit in the V, bro. Like sitting in the V.
If you really think about it as men, how many places do you ever really get to feel safe where you get to talk and not be judged? If you can talk and somebody else won't throw their own projections on you or talk about their own shit.
Yeah.
Like how many places do you really get the opportunity to do that shit?
The car.
And then on top of that,
your car.
Yep.
Like,
bro, you roll them windows down, you just bump and just kick back.
Bro,
or not even bump, just roll. Like me, I would just roll the windows down and get some fresh air.
I usually just sit in the phone and just be going.
The people that can sit in their car when they're parked outside of their crib or parked wherever and just sit there, listen to a couple songs and relax, bro, those people are blessed because they know what can calm them down before they have to deal with a storm.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
It's the calm before the storm.
They know what's gonna bring them peace before they go into any other situation and not feel that peace. For that peace gets broken.
Mm-hmm.
And like as men, we love our peace, bro. Our peace means everything.
Man, say it loud for the people in the back, my dear brother.
There is nothing more profound than our own peace, bro.
What?
And like And the thing is, when we have our peace, we don't want to interrupt it.
Peace.
Sometimes our peace could just be us sitting there, just chilling, just calm as fuck, nobody talking, just straight silence.
Word up.
That could be peace for us. Our peace sometimes could be in chaos, but our peace is our peace. Whatever our peace is, works.
Yeah.
Right.
And like,
yeah,
where my situation came from, like that really brought me down to this point is, I didn't have any place to feel peace.
Not even in the car.
Nah, like I was already down a path that I could. There was nothing else I could do.
Because he was already, as he mentioned, he was already consumed by that dark side.
So when I tell you, so I've been reading a lot of books, and I've learned that like the one thing a book or one of these books that taught me is called The Child in Me. It taught me, like, let's say you come to me and you vent, you got some shit to get off your chest. I'm not saying anything. I'm listening to you. I want to hear you out. I want you to get what you have to get off your chest. I'm not going to give you advice or give you perspective unless you ask for it, because sometimes people just need to be heard. Sometimes saying that shit out loud and having somebody to listen to you without being judged or ridiculed for your thoughts is valuable. It's called active listening. And a lot of people don't actively listen to it. So, like, let's say if I'm venting to you, don't tell me about your perception. Don't tell me about your experiences. Don't drag it onto you. It's not about you.
I think that's why a lot of people feel comfortable talking to me. I get that a lot.
But you know what that is, though? Sometimes, because I be having that issue sometimes. Sometimes you don't know if they want you to actively listen and give you advice, because they just
some people out. Just blurt out. But I know what you mean, because I'm one of those to where when I speak to someone, I've already thought about both scenarios. So what you're going to say to me is something you're repeating back to me because I already thought of it. Like, I always overthink it, and I'm just, well, not overthink it, but I always just think ahead. That's what I call it, thinking ahead.
Like, literally, I think about 1,000,001 scenarios of any situation before I even make my move. And that's why I've always been, like, cautious about certain things that I do. If I don't move, I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, honestly, hearing your story sounds wildly similar to this guy right here.
That's why, as you're talking, I'm just like,
I see he feeling it.
Yo,
you been there.
It's the truth. Like, I thought I was. I'm not gonna lie, because I know they always say that.
Because kind of. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
That childhood sound. Excuse me. Sounds similar in a lot of ways. A lot of ways.
I definitely can relate. So that's why I asked the creative part, because I'm the same way. When I see something, I automatically see a vision. Like, I could be watching what was this? Young Justice. I see they created a clone of Superman, and it's the Krypton symbol on his chest. I look at it and I'm like, I could throw my symbol on that and have this boy Wonder walking around with my logo on it. And it's just the creativity, just looking at it. And then being able to just extract and change things up. It's beautiful.
Bro, like, for me, like, when I try something, I'm not bad at it. And I feel like that's always been my struggle, because at one point
was trying?
Yeah. So, like, I played basketball when I was younger. I was good at it. I had the illest nickname of all time, by the way. My nickname was Jelly Roll. And I'm gonna tell you why that name is fire.
That's fire.
And I hated that name as a child. Because I'm like, everybody kept saying this because you fat and you could ball. You could do a finger roll. How many fat people could do a finger roll? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. And I used to hate that name. And I sat down a couple weeks ago and I'm thinking about, like, yo, this fucking name was fire. If I was playing ball right now, everybody would be out here screaming Jelly Roll. And I'd be like, yo, what's good? I'm getting busy. But, like, that I was good at. Freaking, I did music when I was in high school. I was pretty decent.
Nice.
I played the violin. I enjoyed it.
Bro, any job that I went to, bro, I'm valid. My bare minimum is way better than anybody else's hard work.
Respect.
I have to give that to you.
Respect.
My bare minimum is fucking spectacular. And Rome saw it.
Pat yourself on the back for that, man.
Rome saw times when I'm actually working hard. There was one time where I closed the whole parking lot by myself.
Oh, dude. Yo, I said.
Close the whole parking lot?
Like how many carts was it? Like 1,200 carts?
1,200.
And they were all scattered around.
It was a lot, bro. Costco is a big ass parking lot, including
because you got the Marshalls where Total Wine used to be. That was Sports Authority. You got Walmart, Ruby Tuesdays. Sometimes parts was in Best Buy. We had to get all of them shits.
Wait, hold on.
Yes,
so you telling me
yes, sir.
it be Costco carts all around that parking lot,
Yes,
and you had to
sir.
round them all up.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And how long?
Probably like so. What it used to close? It used to close at 9 o'clock. We had to be done by 11.
Oh yeah, 2 hours.
So you did all that in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, beastie,
By yourself.
bro.
Bro, if I want to lock in, I'll lock in. There's nothing stopping me.
Mm-hmm.
He was sweating too. I remember that. That nigga, that man, that man wild out. He was sweating, but after that day, I said,
Bro,
Now you different.
bro, and they told us like we
respect that man.
They
so.
told us we was only supposed to have lines of like 20, 25 cards.
Boy,
Bro, I was pushing lines of like 60, 70 on the bitches.
Wow.
Like literally just zigzagging them shits through the parking lot, finishing them shits.
Wow.
I was like, I bet. So, like,
You was there, or
Bro, I was watching. He really was, like.
Nah, Jerome is really.
Like, that's what I said. Ever since that day, I said I'm gonna always respect that man. So that's why anytime we had beef there, I hold this man down every time. Cause I'm like, y'all don't know.
This
I was
is
like,
work.
yo,
His
no.
work, your work ethic showed, and
Yeah,
Nah, that's
yo,
love,
I love
son.
That, yo.
So,
That's
I'm
love.
the same way at work. When it comes to me and jobs, is the being able to adapt. Like anything that I do, I have to be average.
yeah.
So even if I'm not even front. I'm not a ball player like that. Horrible. I did play when I was younger, and what's crazy is they made me point guard. I was like, I'm point guard? For real? I was super hype about it, but I mean, it was amazing.
Bro,
I ain't never go back though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got no shot.
I played football.
I
I played football in middle school, and I wanted to be like a running back or a fullback. And I didn't get it. They still put me as a lineman, but I'm like, I told them I'm quick as shit. I look big as fuck, but I'm fast. I will take fucking flight if I need to. And even I think I did football in like 9th grade for like 3 days. I said fuck this shit. This shit was trash. And mind you, high school opened me up to a world of women. So I'm like, bro, this is way better than football. I was like, I'm over here playing football. What I could be messing around with this? Like, fuck this.
Yeah.
But I just remember one day we were doing like pretty much these sprints. So the last person has to run all the way to the front of the line, and it's a team of like 40 something people.
Yeah.
So you have to beat them. And the person that's in front of you that ran, if you overlap them, they're screwed. I ghosted the shit out of the person that was in front of me. And he had a good distance, but I was like, nah, I'm taking fucking flight. I'm like, I'm not going to be the one that's doomed. This is going to be you.
Right.
And like I was like, yo, I really wanted to be like a running back. I was like, if a running back or a tight end. I was like, I'm quick. I got hands. I know how to move. And I'm agile. For my size, mind you, I was like, what? I was like a little over 300 pounds in high school. I was a big dude. But I'm running with the best of them.
Beat all odds.
That's a fact.
I like that.
That's fire.
By default, man.
You feel me?
Different by default, man.
You already.
Listen, man.
Yeah. Like that. That's a fact.
I appreciate it. You know what's crazy, bro? We didn't even tap into like the story of this year, bro.
I mean,
That's all right. That means I got that much to talk about.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, listen, man.
Listen,
The
we
pack,
gonna come back for
the
part
pack, the pack crew is here to unpack, man. This is what we. This is what we do.
two. You ain't done.
This is what we
Not
do,
these,
man.
Kafele rap snacks. You know what I mean?
Oh, bro, if I was on a bag of raps.
This is what we do, man. This is what we do. Mind you, we just getting started in a new location.
You know,
That was a beautiful, like, first session. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here, and I got more quotes and stuff too. So whenever you're ready, I got a bunch.
Shoot.
I'm here for all the stuff.
we scratched the surface.
And I really like this mic.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front.
We definitely got to bring you back for part two.
I bet this makes me feel like I'm a radio host.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's what we hear, man. This
You
is
are now tuned in to Pack Crew TV.
Woo.
This is your boy Smooth Jazzy Fell.
Yes, Sirski.
And I'm ready to talk you down.
Go get it, man.
Ooh,
Go get it. Go get it. Let's have some fun, man. We got another 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, we got 15.
We got a calm 15 minutes
So what y'all
left.
trying to chop it up about?
What's going on, man? How y'all feeling? What's new? What's new in the world of? And what's? Hold up. Let me see. Go ahead.
Hold on. One, I feel amazing. Rome, I told you I was gonna say this because this is probably the greatest thing I learned this year.
Yeah.
It was great to smile and laugh without feeling any pain on the other side.
real. That's real. Don't let that go over your head. Oh man.
That's my lesson for this year.
That's your lesson.
Yeah.
Lord, how about you? What's your lesson?
Oh no, you want to swing back to me. I gotta think about that one.
What was the question? Testing. What was the question?
What's the lesson? His lesson for the year.
Oh.
Like, I was just asking around, like, what's your lesson of the year so far?
Oh, my lesson of the year? That's a great question. Lock in.
Lock in?
Lock in. Lock the fuck in, man.
Lock the fuck in.
Lock the fuck in, man. Whatever you gotta do to get into your space, to help you propel yourself forward, lock the fuck in, man. Lock the fuck in. Turn off all distractions. Lock the fuck in. Turn the TV off. Stay off social media. Don't play video games. Lock in. But balance yourself.
Yeah.
Balance yourself. Don't just
you
know,
like you
all
robot.
work, all work, no play. Right. Don't be a robot. No, not just all work, no play. Because strike the right balance.
Right.
Lock in, but self-care also.
Right.
Lock in and self-care.
My therapist told me to keep my PlayStation.
There you go.
She told me not to get rid of it because she was like,
keep it.
She was like, yo, you doing all of this stuff right now. She was like, what do you do for you? I was like, I play games here and there. She was like, keep that because you're gonna need it.
Keep the PlayStation.
Yeah.
It could be therapeutic.
Yeah.
I still play my games. I still play my games on my days off.
You got to.
So I still play.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, yeah,
it's not excessive.
I gotta start.
Right.
It's not excessive, but but I give myself on my off days at least a good hour or two.
It gives you time to take your mind away from everything.
The time, yeah. I'll either play my video games or I watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, bro. Whatever you do.
Whatever you need to help you.
Right. Release.
Yeah.
Release some of those endorphins from the brain and let you.
That's a part of the 50 lessons that I learned this year. Yo, whatever the fuck makes you happy, do that shit.
Do that.
Don't hesitate.
As long as it's not self-sabotage or hurting you or anybody else.
Or you going out and do some criminal shit, but like shit. If you like to take a walk around the park, do that shit.
Yep.
Shit, if you want to go smoke and go lay in your backyard with no t-shirt on, go do that shit.
Go do that. Do what makes you happy.
Whatever the fuck makes you happy, do that shit. Fuck everybody. Fuck anything that does not affiliate with your happiness.
Right.
Also, about the endorphins that you're talking about. Yo, remember to smile, because smiling lets out that good shit.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Smiling definitely lets out that good shit.
Always. And this is beautiful, man, because what we're doing right now is therapy. And I'd like to keep on doing this. I want to shout y'all out. I want to, appreciate y'all for helping set this up. Our people need more of this. Big time. Especially our men. We need to do this. We've been doing this for like 3 years now, but
3 years.
To see people actively watching and tuning in and respecting us, giving us dues, and it's a very nice feeling.
You're such a beautiful thing to me, but their eyes can't be